expressions are used very frequently. So let's see what they are. All right. So I'm going to read you a sentence, and after that there are 4 endings. Maybe they're right and maybe they're wrong. So you tell me what's what, okay? Let's meet in the morning. Let's meet in the afternoon. Let's meet in the evening. Let's meet in the night. So, think about it. Were they correct? Was anything wrong? Might be right, might be wrong. Tell me what you think right away, because you need to know this kind of instinctively. And it's not so obvious, okay? So I'm going to tell you what the answer is. Actually, there is one wrong here, and it's this one. We do not say in the night. We say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but we do not say in the night. We say what? At night. Let's meet at night. Why? Why is it different? I don't know. That's how it is, okay? These are expressions, and that one is an exception, all right? So we say it differently from the other ones. There is no particular reason. Sometimes you just have to learn things by heart, like here, okay? Now let's look at another example. I was tired this morning. I was tired this afternoon. I was tired this evening. I was tired this night. Were those all okay? Anything wrong there? What do you think? Well, there is something wrong there. And guess what? It's this one, okay? Again, so we do not say I was tired this night. We say I was tired. Tonight. Okay, so there again we see that night is an exception. So we can say this morning, this afternoon, this evening, but we cannot say this night. At that point we change it, we use a different expression, which is tonight. Okay, again, why? Sometimes in English we say why, because the sky is so high, which means there is no particular reason. It's just the way it is. Okay? All right, let's take another one. He called yesterday morning. He called yesterday afternoon. He called yesterday evening. He called yesterday night. So, are those okay? Or is there a problem? What do you think? Well, guess what? It's this one again. Hey, did you see a pattern there? Okay, so what do we say? We do say yesterday morning. We do say yesterday afternoon. We do say yesterday evening, but then we say last night. He called last night. Now, we use that with night, but we don't say last morning, okay? We don't usually use last with the other ones, and certainly not in North American English, okay? But we saw in each of these cases that night was an exception, and that you had to learn a different expression for night, okay? So, just repeat after me, because one of the ways of learning is to hear it. Another way to remember is to write it, okay? And another way to remember is to say it. So let's try to do some of these things, okay? After a while, your ears will tell you that, no, that doesn't sound right, just like in your own language. But now English is one of your languages, so let's do it. Ready? In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. This morning, this afternoon, this evening, tonight. yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, last night. Okay? Got those? All right. Let's look at a few more. All right. So the first one. See you tomorrow morning. See you tomorrow afternoon. See you tomorrow evening. See you tomorrow night. Are these okay? Any problems? Anything we should change? Is anything an exception? Think about it. Okay. So, you know what? These are all fine. These are okay. All right. And why is it an exception? Because usually we were saying that night has a different use. But in this case, it's actually okay to say tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. Okay? It wasn't like what we saw before with yesterday or with this. All right? So these are fine. And that's why it's kind of an exception. All right. Now we come to a little bit of a situation with the prepositions. Now, you remember I had told you that we say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and at night, correct? We just learned that. We just reviewed that. But what happens if you have the day mentioned as well? Something different. So let's look at the options. Do we say in Tuesday morning, at Tuesday morning, or on Tuesday morning? Or afternoon, or evening, or night? Okay? Well, there's only one correct possibility here, and that is this one. Okay? We cannot say in Tuesday, just like we cannot say in Tuesday or at Tuesday. We need to only say on Tuesday, right? Whenever we are talking about a day or a date, we say on. So, even if you have after that mentioned morning, afternoon, evening, or night, what's more important is not that expression in the morning, but this expression on plus the day. Okay? So in this case, it changes a little bit. All right? So we say on Tuesday morning, on Tuesday afternoon, on Thursday evening, on Friday night. Okay? So keep that in mind, that even though we had the expressions in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and at night, as soon as we mention the day, we're going to use the preposition on. All right? Good. And now, the last expression, something that's used very often. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Okay? So those are fine as expressions. So why are they here on the board? Because there is a slight difference in the way that we use them. And the difference is this. Do you know what the difference is? Okay, I'll tell you. So these three, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, these are all like saying hello at that particular time of day. So when you arrive somewhere, let's say, okay, and you see someone, okay, you come to work in the morning, you say, hey, good morning. It's like a way of saying hi, but in the morning. And you meet someone for lunch, and it's a formal situation, and you say good afternoon, okay? Or you call an office, and you're trying to be very polite to the receptionist, and you say good afternoon, may I speak to Mr. Johnson, please? Okay? So again, it's a way of saying hi, but another way, another more formal greeting. You go to a restaurant, and the manager says to you, good evening, sir. Can I get you a table? And you say, yes, please. So good evening is also another way that that person said hi to you when you arrive somewhere. Okay? But let's say now it's later, it's even later at night, and somebody goes to a bar and he walks in and the bartender says good night. Is that okay? No. So good night is not used to say hello, even if it is night. Good night is only used when somebody leaves or sleeps. Okay? So, we do not say good night, even if it is night, to say hi. So if it's night and you go to your friend's house, you don't say, hey, good night. No, you can't do that when you first walk in. All right? So it's not a greeting that you use when you first meet somebody. But at the end of the night, or whenever you're leaving, you can say to him, okay, take care, good night. So if you're not going to see him or her for the rest of the night, then you can say good night. And another way that's used very, very frequently is when someone is going to sleep, let's say most usually parents and children. Okay, so before the child goes to sleep, the parents give him or her a kiss and say, okay, sweetheart, good night. And then they put off the light and they hope that the child will sleep all night long. Okay, so that's another way that we say good night. And sometimes we children, we also add other things like sweet dreams and things like that. Okay, but the main difference here is that these can be used as greetings when you arrive somewhere as a way to say hi. And this one is when you're leaving or when someone is about to go to sleep, and it's a way of saying bye. Okay, so these were some of the expressions. Now let's check how much you remember of what we learned in this lesson. All right, so there are 7 sentences on the board. Some of these are right, some are wrong. You decide which. Okay, all right. Number 1. I'll send the email this afternoon. Is that right or wrong? If you need to, you can pause the video if you need a little more time to think about it, but I'm going to go ahead, all right? So I'll send the email this afternoon is correct. Okay, so that was fine. Are we meeting in Sunday? Is that right or wrong? Pause if you need to. This one is incorrect. Should be on Sunday. And again, if it said on Sunday morning, on Sunday afternoon, on Sunday evening, on Sunday night, okay? So whether it just says the day or it's followed by morning, afternoon, evening, or night, you still need to use the preposition on. Okay, good. Number 3, the concert is tomorrow night. Right or wrong? Okay, so this one is correct. All right, we can say tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and tomorrow night. All right, number 4, good night. How are you? Is that correct? Okay, no, that is wrong. Because we cannot use good night to say hello, okay? You could say, good morning, how are you? Good afternoon, how are you? Good evening, how are you? But you either say good night and then nothing after that, okay? Or you'd have to say something else here and then say, how are you, okay? So we say good night when somebody's going to sleep, okay? Or it doesn't have to be a child. It could also be an adult, okay? They're going to their room. You say good night, okay? Or to your partner, you can say good night. And you also say it, let's say when you're leaving someone's house and you've had dinner and you've spent a nice evening with them. Now you're going home, you're not going to see them again. So you say, all right, thank you very much. Good night. All right, that's that. Next, the snow looks beautiful in the night. Is that right or wrong? So that one is wrong. It should be at night. Okay? So remember there, we could say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but at night. Okay? You'll get used to it. Pretty soon, the rhythm of it will get into your English brain. Okay? Good. Number 6. My exam is in Monday morning. Is that right or wrong? Okay? That one is wrong. Again, like we said, we're here. Okay? The same here. It should be on Monday morning. Okay? So whether we're saying just on Monday, or we say on Monday morning, on Monday afternoon, on Monday evening, or on Monday night. Okay, very good. And the last one, number 7, the parcel arrived yesterday night. Is that right or wrong? Okay, that one is also wrong because it should be what? What do we say instead of yesterday night, we say last night. Okay? So we do say yesterday morning, we do say yesterday afternoon, we do say yesterday evening, but then we say last night. Okay? The parcel arrived last night. Okay. So I know it can be a little bit confusing, but at the same time, you can see that, that there are some patterns, okay? So once you understand those patterns and you start to apply them regularly, you will master it, okay? And make up your mind that now that you spent the time to watch this lesson, you're going to master this once and for all. There are not that many that I covered, and whatever we covered, just make it a point to review them. If necessary, watch the video again in the course of this week, write some sentences out, say some sentences out loud, and try to use them this week, okay? So that you really review them a lot. And to do some more practice, go to our website, www.ingvid.com. There you can do a quiz on this. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel for lots of other
Learn English for kids.
Hello, Shania. Shania. Hello, Shania.
Yes, please.
Was the video clear?
Yes.
Why are you laughing at me?
No, I'm laughing. I almost fell, teacher.
Sorry?
I wasn't laughing at you. I almost fell.
Oh, okay. So those are prepositions that deal with the time, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. So you should not confuse those prepositions alongside the time and days that they go with. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
Please, I'll share again. Let me see. Share.
Pardon?
Okay, this is the passage that I expect you to read. Are you seeing my screen? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let me open the document that I expect you to read and answer. Have you attempted to open it that side?
Teacher, I tried opening using the phone, but it doesn't open.
What does it say?
They say, oh, the file is not supported by people.
Compatible.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, let me open for you the document. It is here opening. That is slow. This is the document, yeah? So you're supposed to read this. Are you hearing me? Shania,
Teacher, I'm not hearing you clearly.
can you now?
Yeah.
So you're expected to do this document 2A and rather the passage 2A and answer the questions. There they are. Then you do also passage 2B. Are you understanding that? So you do 2 passages and submit the answers. Is that okay? Shania, is that okay? Shania? Oh, your network is poor. Shania,
Yes, please.
is it okay? Is the explanation okay?
Teacher, I'm asking, am I supposed to write the questions and the answers, or I answer within this thing, the lines there?
Please fill in.
Okay.
If you can, just copy the 2 passages and fill in. Because the reason that's why I put the whole paper together, we are going to be doing one number each time we meet. So it is not, I thought it not right to only share the 2 passages. Is that okay?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please. Do you have any other question?
No, teacher.
Okay, so with that, I wish to end the meeting.
Pardon?
I wish to end the meeting if it is okay with you.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, have a nice evening, my dear.
Likewise, teacher. Mm,